Hello everyone. Today we are going to describe about the how to configure the infrastructure resources for the development of three-tier architecture in AWS. First of all, Terraform is an infrastructure as code tool used for building, changing and versioning infrastructure safely and efficiently. And some of its primary use cases includes provisioning infrastructure, which allows to define infrastructure in code using declarative configuration language and provision it across various cloud providers, on-premises environments and other services. It also allows managing multi-cloud environments, which enables user to manage the infrastructure across multiple cloud providers like AWS, Azure, GCP. It also provides immutable infrastructure, continuous delivery and continuous deployment, infrastructure version and collaboration as well, infrastructure orchestration and disaster recovery and high availability. In overall, we can say that Terraform simplifies and automates the process of managing infrastructure, making it easier to scale, maintain and update infrastructure configurations reliably and consistently. Here when we apply our Terraform code, then it will create the PPC, and inside this PPC there will be three subnets. One is public subnet and two is private subnet, and this is for the front end, this is for the back end and this is for the database. And each subnet contains one EC2 instance. This public subnet contains the public EC2 instance, and this private subnet consists the private EC2 instance, which does not have public IP address assigned. And these two private subnet attached to the private route table, and this public subnet will be attached with public route table. And in the public subnet we have associated the internet gateway for the internet access, and as well as the NAT gateway, so that we can access outbound rules to the from the EC2 instance of the private subnet. Here in public route table we have attached the internet gateway, and in the private route table we attach the NAT gateway, like in this way. This is the PPC, whole PPC, and this is the subnets, and it contains its respective elements. This is the simple workflow. Here first of all, when we apply the Terraform file, then it creates the PPC, and this PPC creates the three subnet. One is public and two is private, and in this way the whole workflow happens. And this is the folder architecture of this project, and this is the environment variables. This is the modules. We have write the modules architecture here, and each module architecture consists different components like elastic IP address, internet gateway, and each module contains the main.tf file, outputs, variables.tf file, visit provider.tf file, and this is the main.tf file from which we apply all the modules available in this module folder. And this is the PPC subnets. This module helps to apply the subnets module from here, and internet gateway, route table, security group, EC2 instance with public EC2 instance, and this module helps to create the private instance, and elastic IP address, the NAT gateway. Besides this, it also allows to associate the respective components to the respective one. all this code will be available here in the repository, and this will be available in the link in the description. Beside this, this is the article related about this project. All the introduction, installation, setup, Terraform modules, overflow. You will find everything, how to configure and use this, and description and practical implementation. Now, without any further delay, let's move for the practical implementation. First of all, check the VPC. Here we have only one VPC and 0 NAT gateway, and the subnets route table is only one available. These are the some default. Here this is the default VPC, and so check this subnets. Here we doesn't have any subnets route tables. We have only the default route table, internet gateway as well. And we also do not have any in NAT gateway. Let's choose the internet gateway as well. This is the default internet gateway. Let's choose the instances as well. We have 0 instance right now. Now move to the code. Now you need the Terraform. Here I have initiated the Terraform project. Here we have successfully initialized our Terraform project. Now after successful initialization, we also command the Terraform validate to validate our syntax. Here we have successfully validated our project. Then we will also use the another command called Terraform plan, which provides the information of what resources will be allocated. Here we have successfully applied our Terraform plan command. These are the resources will be allocated when we apply our Terraform. Now use the Terraform apply command to initiate and to allocate all the resources. First of all, it confirms whether you are ready or not. For this, we type the value yes and enter. Now this is started creating VPC, subnets, creating elastic IP, and all the resources that we have defined in the module. This is also creating some instances, private instances, public instance, and associate with each other as per the Here we have successfully allocated all the required resources. Now check the our account like this. Now we have created 3 instances here. Each instance in each subnet. This is private subnet instance, and this is also private subnet instance. This is for the app subnet, and this is for the database, and this public instance is for the public subnet. Now check here as well PPC. Here we have created the new VPC. Here this is my VPC. Now save this, go to resource map to see all the details. Here we have created the my VPC, and this VPC contains 3 subnet: app subnet, data subnet, public subnet. And also we have the 2 resource table. One is public route table, one is private route table. Private route table is associated to the private subnets, and public is associated to the public subnet. And this is the gateway. It's the internet gateway which is associated to the public route table, but NAT gateway is attached to the private route table. Now let's check the internet gateway. This is the internet gateway attached to the VPC, my VPC ID, and this is the route table. This is public route table, and it's internet gateway here associated to this, and subnet association. Now check the private route table. Here we have associate the NAT gateway to this route table. Internet gateway. Also check the NAT gateway. Your NAT gateway associated to the public subnet. This is a VPC ID, and this is public subnet. This is the one elastic IP that is allocated for the NAT gateway. Here. Now let's check the public subnet. Let's connect this. Let's connect. Let's check this update command. Here we have successfully accessed the internet connection from the public subnet. I am going to say public instance. Let's check the private instance as well. Connect with this. For this we have to SSH from this public instance, and we do not have the key file to SSH, so create the key file. Here I have used my own key pair name. Then paste all the components and keys here. And also provide the necessary permission to this file. Now SSH to this instance. Here the IP address of this private instance is 2.26.192.168.2.26. Here we have successfully SSH to the private instance from our public instance. Now check the internet connection or access. Here the internet access is working fine. Also ping the google.com. Here we can successfully ping the Google as well. In this way we also SSS the other public EC2 instance from the private EC2 instance. In this way we allocate all the required resources for the deployment of the 3-tier architecture project. Now to deallocate all the resources we use Terraform destroy command. Destroying all the allocated resources. Here we have successfully deallocate our resources. Let's check here. Here the my VPC is not appearing here, and let's check the instances as well. These all instances is terminated automatically. Let's check the subnets as well. No instances subnet available here. Internet gateway check. Let's refresh this. Here this is the default internet gateway. In this way we allocate the resources and deallocate the resources. Once again, this project code will be available in the link in the description, as well as the blog post of this project will also be available in the link in the description. Thank you for your time.